Hello everyone, this is Husky here, back with some more StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm 4v4 action. As you can see, I'm going to be going up against a Grandmaster level player and a Masters level player in this 4v4. Now, I've had a lot of requests to play and cast more team games, so I don't really know if this counts as ladder anxiety, as I was playing an unranked 4v4 because I was having fun just playing around with Terran. And of course, when I do one unranked game, it gives me versus a Grandmaster League player. So this is going to be a Stefano Smurf, I assume, down in the bottom left side. I believe this is not the actual Stefano, but I did check the account, and they are Masters in 4v4, 3v3, Grandmaster in 1v1 with about 50 wins, 30-ish losses. So they are a legit Grandmaster player, and one of their players was a Master 1v1 player as well. And yeah, of course, I'm playing my absolute worst race as Terran. So let's go ahead and introduce our players really quick. I'm going to be the blue Terran up at the top center. In the top right side, it is going to be Upset Yo Mama. All right, I can dig that name. We have Xenon, the Zerg, and Jimmy. We'll see if we can trust him more than John. We have Jimmy, the teal Zerg right there. Our opponents are going to be Mangungoot. Is that offensive? Did I just say something offensive? Silence Lamb from T-Sog. We have Triple X Stefano, who is in Grandmaster. Optimus Bogus, who's getting an early pool there, and some of them are actually in the same clan. So Pinoy, Mongo, whatever, if that's offensive, I don't know. So anyways, so I believe that those are the Grandmaster and Master League players in the same clan. I am playing an unranked game with complete random strangers who I do not know at all. And as I was saying before, Terran is by far my worst race, hands down. I probably play at like Gold League maybe level Terran. And yeah, so usually in high-ranked team games, it is all about rushing. So that's going to be our team's strategy. That's going to be kind of my strategy moving forward. You can see the Lings right there actually showing up right at the last possible second before I could have thrown down my barracks. So I am able to get that barracks down, which is absolutely a lifesaver here, so we didn't have to deal with these Lings. Although I will say that Xenon does have enough Lings right now to be able to deal with that. My poor SCV, get out of there, buddy. Oh, we were barely able to survive. 10 HP. I go ahead and lower the depot, and then basically I just want to push these units out of here because I don't think the Zerglings are going to be able to do all that much. But again, 4v4 in team games is all about rushing. You'll see players rush quite a bit. We were very lucky that we ended up walling in because we would be having a hell of a time with these Lings if we were not completely walled in. But we got Marines behind the wall, and we are good to go. And thankfully my allies aren't completely stupid. So even though I think one of them was Platinum 1v1, he was actually pretty good throughout this game. We do have a bunker going to be going down for Upset Yo Mama. Now, at this stage of the game, I already know just in the back of my mind that these Zerglings are going to be working on the back rocks over here. But the problem is that I can't leave the front entrance. If they send any Banelings, if they send Stalkers, I don't think they have any Protoss players, but if they send anything like Roaches, Marine, Marauder, anything like that, we have to be able to defend the front. Unfortunately, at this point, there's really no way to kill off these rocks. Now, if you're wondering why these Zerglings are not attacking the rocks right now, Blizzard actually just did a patch today at the time of casting this where you do have to do the attack command to begin busting down rocks. So one thing you'll actually see me do is start to send Marines over there to those rocks, but I just have to bring them back. There's nothing I can really do about it. So I'm going to be having extra barracks go down. The reason that I'm doing this is because I cannot do add-ons at the entrance, because if I lift these up for a second, I know just for a fact that we're going to get Zergling rush. So what I'm doing is actually just building an extra barracks so that I can get extra Marines. Even if I go with 2 tech labs, it's basically like I have a reactor on the other barracks, which 3 racks off of 1 base is extremely common. So that was kind of my mentality there. Normally you wouldn't get 4 racks off one base. But we are going to go ahead and move out right here, which this has me really, really nervous because in the back of my mind, I'm terrified of the Lings over here. That I know they're doing this. It hasn't been scouted, but I'm telling you, I had a feeling. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be totally prepared for this. Apparently, I'm not making any workers either, man. So we're just going to be attacking with what we got. And all of a sudden, this is going to get a little crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the colors to where they're a little bit easier to see. I guess blue and red are the colors we get. So the Lings are going to be moving in. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about this, really. We do have spine crawlers over here for this player, actually, so he's going to be in pretty good shape. Unfortunately, this is going to be hurting me a lot. We are going to be moving out. You can tell my Marines are the ones without special guns and special helmets and all that. So I do have some Zerglings over here going to be giving me a hard time. We have lots of Lings here able to clean this up, though, and I am going to be focused down here at our attack. So they have been aggressive to us, and now we are going to attempt to return the favor. Now, keep in mind that we're red, and blue is not the color of choice. So blue's going to be messing up my base right now, which is very unfortunate. I do ping the map just to let everyone know that, you know, even though our attack is going okay, I don't know if we have enough to deal with what's in our base right now. So the Lings finally do get out of there because we finally made enough here. Bad pathing there. Going to cost a lot of these Lings their lives. That was a nice little victory there for us. I'm going to go ahead and quickly get back to work as quickly as I can. I will begin repairing that barracks. I cannot afford to lose a barracks right now. I have a couple Marines left over here. And at this point, I'm basically focusing down the hatchery because that is a victory I know we can take right now, as opposed to maybe moving out, trying to do damage over here, and then not killing the hatchery and losing those units. So even though we lost, you know, a lot of those units there, at least we were able to recover a little bit. We do have more Zerglings going to be attacking right now, but I will say that the problem here is that Optimus Bogus and Silent Slime have already expanded. And, of course, the fact of the matter is that we're going up against a Grandmaster level player. That's always a trial in patience. Because usually they are going to kick your butt in the early stages. It does look like a bunch of Lings over here. Got to be able to do a little bit of damage, but unfortunately we definitely did not win that battle. So once the dust is settled, let's take a look at the damage over here. So Team Blue, their Zerg has lost 2,525 resources there. Overall, I want to say these add up to be about the same because we have the majority of players losing a lot, but really Optimus Bogus coming out the big loser in that. So 2 of us are going to be put behind as opposed to their 1 that is put way behind. So I would say overall it is settled a little bit. I did put a bunker here in my mineral line, which I would normally not do, but this is exactly why I did it. Because I know that my base is wide open to an attack, and that's something that I cannot deal with right now. I've lost a lot of SCVs, and I've got to find a way to safely sit back, continue to make a lot of units, because I know they're going to be aggressive here, trying to intercept these guys, by the way. We did chase them around. They will all get taken out there, which is a small victory that we absolutely needed. Now, the problem is, though, is that they have quadruple expanded, and we have just now taken our first expansion. I guess the one in the back of the base counts too. For some reason they didn't take that. I don't know if they know that there's a base right there. But a hidden base over here. I didn't actually know about this while I was playing through the game, so that is a pretty good play on him to go ahead and go for that. But honestly, this game was so tense the entire time because, you know, it was a back-and-forth game. I mean, we lost a lot, they lost a lot, but they were able to expand sooner. So a lot of this is going to come down to the units tab on the workers. So Team Red, 19 workers. That's probably me. No, actually, that's not me. So I'm not the first behind. He must have lost some workers during those Zergling run-bys, which I think that he did do. So 20 workers, 23, 39, and 22. We're going up against 35, 8, 35, and 31. So overall, I believe they have a slight worker lead. Putting that one player way behind is really our only redeeming factor at this stage. Trying to see which tab isn't going to completely cover the screen here. We'll go with the APM tab. That one's, that's actually the active forces tab here, which is actually a really useful statistic right now. So again, you can see the supplies here where they're a little bit ahead, although we are catching up here as Jimmy is actually in the lead right now, which, what does Jimmy have here that is so good? I'm actually kind of curious. Jimmy has just a lot of drones. To be quite frank, we do have 12 Mutalisks on the way. Now, one thing you're going to see here a lot in this game is Mutalisks being used like crazy. Absolute craziness on the Mutalisk count, which is something that, you know, Mutas are freaking good right now in Heart of the Swarm. They're very fast. They regenerate life very quickly. Right now, no one has been able to harass quite yet. We are going to be moving out, though, with Hellions and Mutalisks. Now, keep in mind that they did expand first, so... Wait, how did they even get... Oh, wait, that's the base. Sorry, I'm still learning the new maps as I haven't played them all that much. But anyways, we are going to be aggressive down here. We got the Mutalisk going to be moving on in, and these are relatively undefended. They're not going to be expecting this many Mutalisks at this point. Now, this is one of those have-to-do damage type situations because, again, their income is going to be so much higher, and their expansion is going to be much higher as well. So taking a look at the income down here, you can see that they have a player who's up at the 1,400 minerals per minute, which I believe is this one right here, which is exactly what we have. No, it's not. It's the Stefano up here. Oh, snap. That hidden expansion, man, it's really going to start paying off. But look at this. The Mutalisk going to be cleaning this up. Now I would say we are about even. But again, they just have so many bases that's very, very difficult to see actually who's in the lead right now. Now, we are being able to slowing down the same guy that has already been slowed down in the past. And here we go, though. It looks like Jimmy has more mutas, an overwhelming amount of mutas, with more reinforcements going to be on the way. Excuse me, I'm getting our colors mixed up. Usually it puts me as blue. We just got overwhelmed with Mutalisk, so Silent Slam able to kill all of our mutas, which means we now have no harassment potential whatsoever in those. A couple banelings up here trying to kill off the tank, but the tank does have 9 kills now. So I do finally grab an expansion here, albeit barely, as I do have my Marine and Marauder ball over here. I decided to bring an SCV along because I thought maybe I could build like a missile turret or something when we're attacking. So he gets the easy job of just moving around with my Marine and Marauder. I do really like this from Jimmy. Lots of spores, a couple of spines. His base is perfectly safe from everything. I do have a couple of missile turrets up. I am working on my 1-1, but I gotta be honest, guys. I am terrible at Terran. We're going up against a Grandmaster level player, and I got slowed down economically. So I'm definitely struggling here a little bit to stay in this game. And it's kind of funny because I was personally playing an unranked game, but everyone else was playing a ranked game. So I was joining this game being like, all right, I'm going to casually play some Terran. And I'm like, oh, God, it's a Grandmaster. I got to go try hard mode. So the expansion over here is definitely going to be paying off. More SCVs being produced. He's taking his double gas, which is going to be a huge victory for him. Now the Mutalisk harassment going to start for their team, as they do have a lot of mutas indeed. We do get some free shots here with the Marines. Not really that free, though, as I ended up losing all those. I don't think I killed a single Mutalisk right there. But really, I mean, I'm trying to get my base established. I'm building another bunker in the mineral line. This isn't something I normally do, but given how many Zerg players they have, how many Mutalisks we've seen so far, and just how action-packed this game is going to be start to finish, based on the fact that they're good players, based on the fact that they are Zerg. And, yeah, so here comes a bunch of links right here. I'm going to try and get this bunker done. Oh, it's so close. My Marines here. Going to try and get into the bunker there. We'll see if I can actually do it. I do manage to get all 4 in there, although I don't think it's going to actually be enough to keep this bunker alive. However, it is buying me some time, and was able to clean up a lot of those Zerglings. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And if that bunker was done, it would have been able to hold on. But, again, this game's going to be lots of action all over the map just because there's so many Zerg in the game, lots of fast-moving units. And, of course, I mean, the game's going to lag a little bit. Let's be honest. When there's this much going on, it is going to lag a little bit. Now, these units, I do manage to intercept them here with my units. I swung them around the back side of where they were. And, ooh, that was a lot of drones that they just splattered right there, which means that they know about this expansion over here. So Silent Slam might actually be able to kill off everything here. He's going to go straight for the hatchery. This is a big mistake. He needs to go for the drones instead. They are going to attempt to retreat, but here we go. Banelings rolling in, and there we go. Huge hits on the Marines. Going to be able to take that one out. You can see Xenon quite pleased with the result on that one. Keep in mind, this is the Grandmaster level player. He must have not been looking there, and it does look like the Marines here are going to get underneath, which is my doing here. I did stim, and I want to take out all those medevacs. We were able to have a huge victory there. However, the Mutalisks were able to take out one of our bases, and also the Zerglings. Look at this, intercepting my medevacs, which unfortunately I did not realize in time. Going to end up losing a couple of those. And I got to be honest, like, there's no way for me to chase these Mutalisks around. I basically, at this point, have to force an engagement. But the thing we're going to have to watch out for is infestors are going to be on the way. You can see the infestation pit is nearly, well, it's basically started here, but these players are going to have them out relatively soon. Corruptors trying to do their best. Now, Corruptors do hold their own relatively well. The main problem is, though, is that there's not enough here to deal with this. And our army down here does get fungled. Are these my Marines? Nope, they're not. Managing to whiff a fungal right there as well. So when I was playing this, from my point of view, I actually saw the fungal whiff, which means that I'm terrified of the fungals. Now, we do have the Mutalisk over here taking out yet another base. But, I mean, take a look at the mini-map. Look at how much actually is going on in this game. One of the most ridiculous games I think I've played, and unfortunately my medevacs here are going to get taken out. It was a bad rally point, going to try and get them away, and I think I eventually boost one of them out of there. There he goes. He's going to attempt to survive, and I think I do save just that one medevac, but again, I'm pretty bad at Terran, man. I'm actually in way out of my league. There's no way I should be going up against Grandmaster, let alone Master League players as well. So this base over here might actually get mined. I honestly didn't even know this base was here during our playing of this game. So I gotta say, that was an awesome hidden base for their team. Able to help really pay off. We still haven't taken this base right here, and the hilarious part is they also haven't taken their free base. So this game is actually pretty intense, but we both haven't expanded to the correct spots just yet. The Marines over here are going to be able to take out a lot of these SCVs. I think he should have left them behind the mineral line, but either way, we have a lot of mutas, and there's no way for Terran to deal with this. There's literally no way I can chase these Mutalisks and kill them off. It's just not going to happen. A big drop over here, though. Got to be taking out some depots. Unfortunately, they should be going for the SCVs. If nothing else, though, he did get a couple of depots and will be able to get out of there. So nice play by Upset Yo Mama. Did force his entire army back. That was a big stim on their part. Now, I'm trying to keep my army in a position to be able to defend both locations, both my base and the fact that the Mutalisks have been harassing here for quite some time, having great success here. Here's a lot of Banelings got to be rolling in right now, kind of out of nowhere. This is really just kind of, just rolling in and taking those out. Roaches do show up to the party. Some of them will get taken out by the Banelings. I gotta say, if you get good hits with Banelings, killing off Roaches is not the worst thing that can happen. The base over here, though, got to try and defend itself with a lot of missile turrets. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Mutas are just so freaking good, especially the +2 attack. The SCV is going to have to get the hell out of there, but just so much damage in this game. Everyone losing massive, massive armies. I didn't even realize that there were high-yield expansions on this map because this game was so ridiculous. Unfortunately, there's two Marines now inside that bunker. Might actually be able to save this location for now. He does manage to, and more Muta's got to be reinforcing. But overall, let's take a look at the units lost here. You can see that we have two players who have lost a lot, and then also Upset Yo Mama has lost quite a bit as well. So I think right now we are definitely behind in the units lost overall if you kind of were to add them up, especially the Infested Terran's going to be moving up here. That's going to do a lot of damage. So all of a sudden we're starting to crumble here a little bit under this pressure because their multitasking, multi-prong attacks are looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm just sitting back and trying to mass up an army, and it's one of those things where it kind of sucks because I'm not going to be able to micro in this lag, that's for sure. And I'm definitely not a Grandmaster. Now, we did manage to kill off this. This was remember this. This was more Baneling attacks. Just enough Banelings to take out the planetary Lings to finish the job. And it looks like the Lings will get taken out. Ooh, they do burrow there. Is he going to force a scan? Does he realize that they're even there? Yep, there's the big scan right there. We'll be able to take those ones out. The scan was slightly misplaced, though. Is going to leave a couple of Lings here. Does he scan once again? Looks like the answer for now is no. 1-1 is done for him. I am working on 2-2, which has been tough because I ended up losing my armory a little bit earlier. So just looking at the colors here, you can see which players are kind of taking up the most space here. Red really struggling at this point in the game. He's suffered major losses. I finally did secure this expansion right there. Notice I'm upgrading it to a planetary. This was a very distinct maneuver because I knew that we were probably behind in the army supply, so I wanted them to attack me. And we did. The Mutalisk going to be attacking right up here, trying to move into our territory. But I mean, this map is literally cut in half. I think that they may have one or two more bases than us, but we do have this high yield over here, which has been awesome. Wait, no, that's their high yield, excuse me. So yeah, they're definitely ahead of us in the macro phase of things. But here we go. Oh my God! So it's gonna be me versus the Grandmaster and a bunch of roaches right now. Now I do have a really nice concave set up, but the problem is that he has 2-2. I am nowhere near having that completed, and unfortunately I do not have Krobu. So I'm now a Zerg with Mutalisk joins in the fight. This is going to be the most ridiculously laggy battle. I'm actually going to slow it down just a little bit. That should help out the FPS just a tiny bit right now. But this army is huge. It's literally me versus 3 players right now. And they killed a base down here. Looks like we're going to be attacking over there. And I basically am losing a lot. I'm going to be working on repairing this planetary fortress. At this point, I essentially just need to do as much damage as possible. We finally get some reinforcements with these corruptors, but I sure as hell am not getting a whole lot of help right now. I do lose one of my only mining bases here. The planetary is trying to hold its own. I'm repairing it as quickly as I possibly can. The numbers are spiking. Oh my God, what am I watching? The corruptors here got to be taking out the medevacs. My army trying to do as much damage as it can, but you got to remember, I'm only at 1-1 upgrades here, but my concave is still strong. One swarm host going to be joining in on this fight completely randomly, but the corruptors have actually killed off the medevacs, so my medevacs are making the difference here as the corruptors have killed off all the air units. But guess what? A big mutaball got to be flying up here on the top right side. This game is actually out of control at this point. No one is in control, other than in control of this game, because my God, that was ridiculous. I couldn't believe that I actually ended up holding off that attack. I do kill off the swarm host as well, but I mean, I paid the price dearly. We lost 3 bases in the midst of that. I think we only killed 1 base, but we do have Zerglings here somehow in the midst of all of this have managed to make their way inside the main base and start killing off drones. Upset Yo Mama doesn't even have a base right now as he is being revealed. That is so many mutas. How are we supposed to deal with that many mutas? It's like impossible right now. It's enough to one-shot overlords. So all of those are going to get taken out. The Zerglings here killing off the Queens, doing a great job here of at least delaying those inject larvas as much as possible. But my main base currently being hovered over by a bajillion Mutalisks. And when I say a bajillion, I actually mean it. That is a very specific number of Mutalisks. I do manage to get a Raven in, but the game's starting to get just even more laggy. Let's take a look at the units lost overall. And again, I mean, this Stefano actually ended up losing a lot there. He's in the lead for units lost. I'm in the lead for units lost, and my team actually basically tied for first place. But I was able to do just a ridiculous amount of damage there in that engagement. So I was able to essentially hold off 3 players by myself. The Corruptors definitely did help out. And I just let them know, hey, you got lots of Corruptors over here. We need to be using those to chase down the Mutas. My missile turrets here, thank God for these. Going to be killing off a couple Mutas. We need to do as much damage to these Mutalisks as we can. Because how are we supposed to deal with Mutas? I mean, there's just no way. Spore Crawlers are a great start, though. Keep in mind that Spore Crawlers do additional damage versus biological air units, which is basically just Mutalisks, essentially. I mean, Corruptors as well, and Overlords. I did attempt a Seeker Missile there. That was more just to scare them away. I didn't really think that that was going to hit. He is going to mine this out. I don't think we're ever going to even realize that. Another base over here has been taken out. Lots of Lings going to be doing tons of damage here as well. This game is seriously ridiculous. We do have Ultras now, though. At the very last second of the game, we get out the Ultras. Got to be marching up here. Stefano's got a big stem. Can we actually kill these off, though? What are the Ultras upgrades? I don't even know. They have no upgrades. Completely unupgraded Ultras are apparently pretty good. Got to be taking out those 2-2 Marine and Marauder. The reinforcements getting taken out just as quickly. And we are going to be pressing right into their main base with the Corruptor and the Ultras. I'm going to be bringing down my entire army, which I finally mustered up enough to be able to move out of my base. Of course, I'm almost supply blocked here because this game has been absolutely ridiculous. And the Lings right here are going to be taking out those larvae, taking out, well, really another expansion that we have basically lost at this point, but we are inside the main base now. We have finally managed to group up all of our units, and there we go. Looks like the Master League player has left the game. No GG, but that's fine. That's fine, and a bunch of zeros there. Not quite sure exactly what that is about. But we are going to be marching down here, and this game should pretty much be over. I don't think there's a whole lot he can do here with these units. Don't even think he's going to be able to kill the Ultralisk, which is currently being healed by a Medevac, which, if there's something terrifying in StarCraft 2, the most terrifying thing ever will be the Medevac Ultralisk combo. And there, the Silence Lamb has left the game. Stefano has left the game. I'm saying GG because at this point, I honestly think it is a good game, and everyone ended up leaving there. So we were able, a bunch of random people, able to beat the Grandmaster, able to beat the Master League players in this awesome 4v4. This was actually one of my favorite 4v4s of all time. And did any of them say GG? I don't think, nope, none of the blue players said GG whatsoever, which is fine. That's fine, I ain't mad. It don't matter because that game was awesome. Now I want to see if I can actually go back to the replay. Does it let you check the stats of it still? I think I have it open. Yes, I do. So I got 75,000 experience for that. Of course, I was playing Terran, which is my worst race ever. But you can see right here, this is their team ranking. So we were on team 1. So we had 2 diamonds and a master, and then whatever I am. Maybe I'll just say I'm diamond. I might be master, and we are going up against a master and 3 diamonds. Keep in mind that they are top 8 diamond and look at this, top 8 masters in teams. So their team was freaking ridiculous. APM was exceptionally high. I had a whopping 74 APM. Let's see, time supply capped only 2 minutes. That's not bad for that long of a game. And I do want to show you Stefano's profile here. We take a look over here at this. You can see Masters in 4v4, 3v3. Has only played 1 team game here. I think that was to just place himself. But here you go. Taking a look at this. He is currently ranked in Grandmaster. What was he? In Grandmaster, he was 181, 57 wins, 21 losses. That's really, really good. Actually, I'm kind of curious here, now that we're here. Who's at the top right now? So the real Stefano is actually up top with 168, 52. Kane is the next one. Fuser, Sage, DeMuslim. Gotta love good old DeMuslim. Ghost User, Minigun, Neeb, Modek, Guts, Hello Kitty, who I've cast before. And, yeah. That was an awesome game. So let's see if I go back really quick. What are these other guys ranked in 1v1? I'm just kind of curious. Oh, snap. Did I mess this up? I don't know if I can get back to the... Oh, I can't get back to it. But either way, that was actually probably my favorite 4v4 that I've ever played. So I'm just going to upload this to my main channel and hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time.